Imagine that you live in one of the richest countries in the world. You have a university degree, and you work 8 hours a day. But at the end of the month, you find no place to sleep except your car. This is not a scene from a movie, but rather the shocking reality that thousands of young people are experiencing now. Countries that were, until recently, considered paradise on Earth. What is happening behind the scenes of major countries? Why did luxury suddenly disappear? For a long time, a measure of what is known as the GDP of my country has not worked. As long as the country's numbers are rising, everyone assumes that the people are fine. This was the biggest trap. In recent years, there has been a terrifying gap. The economy is growing, and major companies are making record profits. But citizens' salaries remained almost constant. On the other hand, house prices and rents jumped by more than 150%. The result? The middle class, which is the backbone of any society, has begun to disappear completely. Man now works only to pay the rent for 4 walls, without the ability to build any future. But why did these crazy gems enter? Real technology is not just defects in construction, but because human homes are still from a human right to an investment tool. Giant financial companies and funds. Billionaire companies have become the fruit of entire neighborhoods without their properties being rented as they please. The financing is then partially financed, provided that interest rates are insufficiently raised. A coup de grace against the dreams of ordinary young people who have become completely unable to borrow money to buy even a small apartment. The game has been completely closed to the new generation. When this woman was not trying to fill the labor shortage and stimulate the economy, she opened the doors of immigration and students to her people, which diversified greatly. The capacity of hospitals, schools, and transportation networks has exceeded their capacity. This sudden pressure caused public services to be exhausted and make countries that were symbols of tolerance and a stable future take unprecedented historical decisions to sharply reduce the number of arrivals, in a final attempt to save the infrastructure from complete collapse. The current crisis is a crisis of one country. Rather, it is a new global indicator that is taking shape. In the face of this economic blockage, the new generation did not stand idly by. The features of a different global movement have begun. Thousands of young people are dying from major metropolises that are burning with prices, taking refuge in smaller cities, or returning to their main borders in relation to today's immigration, exploiting the boom, remote work, and artificial intelligence to make a living without having to pay 2/3 of their income for rent. At the same time, popular movements began to put pressure on women to pass laws preventing commercial companies from owning homes, from rehabilitating them as a beautiful right. The conflict now is no longer just a crisis of numbers, but rather a battle waged by an entire generation to reshape its life outside the traditional system that failed it. It understands the definition of the concept of well-being and financial security.
The freedom to step into the future with confidence. Because when your money...
Do you think these countries will succeed in saving themselves and returning to the way they were?
Or are we really witnessing the end of the Western dream? Write me your opinion in the comments, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to watch our upcoming documentaries. See you!